resolved. When I was doing my IT, I did an IT in a generator servicing and sales company where we used to couple generators and service. You see, it got to a point where I was servicing the generators in my house. These are my parents that were against tech. So you see that it's not like they were really against engineering. They just couldn't, it was just a stereotype that they just couldn't wrap around their head. When people have issues, they have issues. It doesn't matter if a lady comes in coverall to solve it or a guy comes in coverall. So just get better at whatever you are doing. I loved what Abosede said. She said she loved reading and she started reading about codes, and eventually she found her foot. That's how I entered project management. So I knew zero about the tools of project management, but I began to read, I began to study. When I got into project management, that's when I even discovered that I didn't even have I didn't know about the tools. But then I just went into it because I loved to do it. And then along the way, I started picking up the things I needed. So continue to do what you're going to do, what you need to do. Get better at what you do. When people need what they need, it doesn't matter if it's a female doctor that is attending to you when you're dying. Even if a dog comes up and says, I can give you injection, at that point, you don't even have the willpower to resist. So when you are a master at what you do, nobody, at that point, gender ceases to matter. Thank you very much.
Now that's deep, guys. That's deep. Acceptance, it does not matter what people say. It does not matter opinion. It does not matter what the society thinks. And I have a colleague here, his name is David. He shared something with me on LinkedIn, and it's actually a very wonderful write-up about, shutting down people's opinion. It does not matter what they say. It's about what you want for yourself. Make sure it's on the right path and it's positive. Amazing. Over to you, Sarah. Sarah, okay, now over to you.
Okay. So I'll just say, don't let anybody's voice drown you. If this is what you want to do, go for it. We've heard several times people say, oh, it's a man's world. And I always say, it is our world. The way it's a man's world is the same way it's a woman's world. We move together. So there's nothing like it's a man's world. Don't let anyone drown you. At times, as a female, when you see a man doing something and you are doing the same thing, you get to a point and you almost feel like, can I still pursue with this thing? Go for it, girl. Like, you can do it and you will do it. Just like Evie rightly said, the sky is wide enough for everybody to fly. There's really no competition. Fly on your own wings. Let the guy to fly on his own wings. Don't be scared to bring your ideas to life. As a female, we have a whole lot embedded in us. All we just need to do is bring them to life. Thank you.
Fantastic. I feel motivated. Even if I'm a man and let's say I have a young girl beside me listen to all this, I'm sure she'll probably just be nodding and like, okay, I'm good to go. I have Abosede next. Abosede, what do you have to say? You initiated this conversation, even though it happens to be my next question.
Okay, what I would say is, I don't think any man is an island of knowledge. And everybody, no matter what it is you're doing, you're learning as you go. So first off, if anybody is trying to delve into the tech space, first of all, Google your friend. Like, Google as, you would realize you're not even the only person that searched for that particular thing. Search for, how can I become a tech person? How can I move into tech? How can I'm interested in this. And this is a world that's evolving. They're emerging like tech markets, and you will see, I believe any business that is not actually trying to target the Gen Z that actually are so much into technology is planning to fail in the future, in the nearest future. So any business, even down to the fashion industry, you'll see a lot of people are even trying to go on TikTok today. You'll see a lot of fashion entrepreneurs there. They say, oh, okay, I sew, but then how can I push my market to these people that are always on the internet? Then you see them making TikTok videos, learning how to edit videos. Now it has become something that really sells. So it can be anything you learn, anything you were initially involved. Maybe it's microbiology studies, but now you see that, oh, okay, maybe I don't want to do that now. But what can I do that is exactly that would align with this my particular interest? Google it. You would see something that you would be interested in that aligns to tech. It could be, it may not be the core programming, it may not be the core design, it may not be, but there will be something. It could be video editing. It could be product management. It could be so Google number one. Two, we have a space like Twitter and the emerging technologies, emerging communities rather. I think a lot of people have realized that community, it wasn't exactly easy initially. So just Google Black in Tech. Google check Twitter for design communities. Check Twitter for even as in-depth as particular languages in tech. You would see communities on React, communities on JavaScript. So you have a problem. Like, you are writing a code and you are stuck. Just ask Google, like copy that line, the problem you have, what's the error is showing, and put it on Google, and you see your solution on Stack Overflow. Like that is how things are becoming so easy. So first off, make Google your friend. And what are your particular interests? The particular interest you have, and try to see if there's anyone that's spoken about this. So it's more about not just keeping everything to yourself and figuring it out alone on your own. Everybody's trying to figure it out, but you have to voice out, speak about, okay, I'm lost, I need help with this. Can somebody, you realize they're actually nicer people than you think. People that are willing to help. They've been stuck before, but they are looking for people that they can help too. So I would say speak up. And this
amazing.
Is the generation. So everybody wants voice out your fears so that we can assist.
Fantastic. Thank you, Abosede, for that. We don't have much programmers that are female in Africa. That is the truth, to be honest. And it's also good to know that you can be a programmer, you can be a network project, you can be anything and still look fly as a woman. And I know all the women here, you guys are always looking fly. And I wonder, like, are you guys really in tech? That is the mindset that people have, that if you're supposed to be in tech, you're supposed to just wear flat 24/7. You're supposed to wear oversized jacket. You're supposed to. So I enjoy the fact that girls are breaking boundaries. So shout out, kudos to all of you. So Annie Chimwaya DK, over to you in 1 minute.
Okay, yes. I would just advise that I will use myself as an example. I'll keep speaking up for girls and also keep pushing. What I want every girl to do is they should learn the trends, the skills sets needed and required for that particular job role or the job function that they want to venture into. Like if you want to become a server administrator or a technical agent, you need to join probably the WordPress forum, get some certifications, and learn the skills about how to handle cPanel and WHM and all those things. There's GitHub, you go there to read up stuff, you get resources on how everything is online, just for the girls to be open-minded and be willing to take the lead, be willing to go the extra mile. Are you getting it? So that is how and what I want this every girl to take home from listening to this podcast. Just be ready to brand yourself, to grow yourself. If you want to go into media management, you need to take up courses on digital marketing, email marketing. Just try and learn the skills in that place and apply your craft and creativity to it, and it will all go smoothly. Yeah, that's what. And just be ready and to face the challenges. There's no any job role or any career that doesn't have its own challenge.